Yeah, welcome back, children. So today's chapter is area. Okay, right. So for example, take any type of thing now. Yes, now it's an open figure. Am I right? So if I am talking about area, so I don't know where exactly I should cover the place. Correct? The region where should I cover? I don't know because it's an open figure. Yes, but if you make it closed now, then I can understand the region which is covered interior. Okay, that is can we call it as a area. We can call it as area. Correct? Right. So simply I can know a definition for area here. The region which is enclosed by its boundary. That's area. Okay. Right. So sometimes what happens? A complex figure will make by a different of two or more figures with a some number of figures, right? Okay, so here if I want to find the area, then the total diagram I'll treat it as A, but individually I can treat it as a diagram P, it is a diagram Q. So simply I'll write area of diagram A, that is equals to area of P plus area of Q, because here the diagrams are non-overlapping. That means the triangle is not entered to the circle, correct? If enter to the circle, what will happen? If you take it like this, then what will happen when I calculate triangle of area? So some of the part is covered in the circle also. Yes, in these cases the formula will not work out. But when the figures are non-overlapping, so that means they are not even disturb any other figure. So there we can calculate individually, right? So area of A, the total diagram is equals to individual areas, sum of their individual areas, right? Next, so before entering to the chapter, one theorem of class 9 I want to recall it. Okay, that is midpoint theorem. So midpoint theorem tells about a triangle, right? So ABC is a triangle. So if you take two midpoints of two sides of a triangle and just join them, yes, okay. So D and E both are midpoints. Okay. So if this happens, what will happen? The midpoint theorem tells two things. One is here DE parallel to BC. This line is parallel to BC. Okay. This is one of the thing. Right? And I said this is a midpoint, right? Now DE length will be half of the BC. Right? Okay. When it happens, when you have taken two midpoints, right? Second case, this happens in second case also. The second case is take a triangle, right? Now you are started the line from a midpoint of first side, and the line will be parallel to the second side. Definitely the coming line, the parallel line curves the third side also at a midpoint. This is midpoint theorem tells. Okay, so here what have we done? We have taken two midpoints directly. The result of the line is parallel to third side base, right? But here what I have done? I have taken midpoint of first side of a triangle, and the line is parallel to second side of the triangle, and the line is curves the third side also at midpoint. Okay, right? Yes. And in this chapter, we have to know the relation between two triangles, the relation between two parallelograms, the relation between one parallelogram and a triangle. Okay, so it is a parallel. These are parallel lines. Am I right? So now look at B, A, C. Now ABC is a triangle. Now I'll make one more triangle. D. ABD also a triangle. Here in the both triangles, what happened? Here the both triangles have the common base. Both triangles have the common base, and both triangles lie between same parallels. Okay, so that simply, so we'll say area of triangle ABC, that is equals to area of triangle ABD. Okay, no reason for it. Okay, proofs are not required. So just simply we are talking about relation. what the both triangles had a relation? Look at ABC, ABD. So AB you can see the common letters, two letters. So the AB is a common base for the triangles, and the both triangles are lie between same parallel lines. Okay, so that their areas are equal. Right. Next. Next, ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle. Now I'll take a point E. So two things we can see. One is ABCD and one more ABFE. ABFE. Correct? So simple. If you look at here, the two letters are same. AB, AB. Correct? So the both parallelograms are having common base AB, and the both parallelograms are lie between same parallels, so that area of ABCD is equals to area of FE. Correct? Right. Yes. And now third relation. Third relation about one parallelogram and one triangle. One parallelogram and one triangle. Okay. So now I have taken parallel line. So here I am talking about ABCD. ABCD is a parallelogram. Correct. Now I have taken a point outside, completely outside. Yeah, A of B. Correct. A of B. Simple, I can write area of triangle A of B. So as from diagram we can clearly understand parallelogram is larger than triangle. So simply I'll write the area of the triangle is equals to half of the area of a parallelogram ABCD. Right? Right. So these are the three solutions. Then now we'll enter to exercise, that is 11.1, first problem. Right. Right, beta. Yeah, it's a 6.5, it's 12, and here the point D, here A, and B is right angle C, correct? Here mark, yes. So simple, here I'll write in triangle ABC. So the mark tells us AD is equals to DC. So D is a midpoint. D is a midpoint, right? Right. Now, just before, now is asking about the area of a triangle ABD. So as of us know, area of triangle formula half into base into height. Okay. If you talk about triangle ABD, base 12, no issue. But we need a height. Height is a perpendicular thing. Am I right? So now I have drawn a perpendicular from point D. Right? D is the vertex of ADB. Right? So simply here I write construction. Construction, that is, draw DE line parallel to BC. Yeah, draw a line DE that is parallel to BC. So as I said, D is also a midpoint, and now first condition satisfied, it is a midpoint, and second condition is a parallel. So that what we write? So therefore, by midpoint theorem we tells the length of the DE is half of the BC. Correct? So simply DE is equals to 6.5 by 2 centimeters. Right? Okay, now area of a triangle ADB, that is equals to half into base. Base is nothing but AB. Height, that is nothing but DE. Okay, half into AB, 12 centimeters. Correct? DE 6.5 by 2. Correct? And we know denominators 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. Simple. 3 5s are 15. 1 carry, 3 6s are 18 plus 1, 19.5 centimeter square. That is area of the triangle ABD. Yeah. So now it's a given problem. Second question. So simple, here is asking us to find area of PQRS, and that is the given information. Am I right? So see, PQRS is equals to total quadrilateral is equals to, I can divide into triangle 1 and triangle 2, and remember the side which is opposite to right angle, that is hypotenuse. So here in first triangle SQ is hypotenuse, in the second triangle SR is a hypotenuse. Okay, right? So simply PQRS area is equals to, I can write area of triangle SPQ plus area of triangle SQR. Okay, so now area of triangle SPQ. Okay, so before that, look at here, it is just a right angle triangle. So here no need to worry about it. So it is a base, it is a height, correct? So now look at, so SPQ area is equals to half. Yeah, area of SPQ is equals to half PQ into SP, right? Now half PQ value 12 and SP value 9. Okay, look at 6 9s are 54 and unit has given centimeter. So area now, so we'll write 54 centimeter square. Area of a triangle SQR. Okay, if you want to find the area of SQR, okay, QR is okay, but we don't know about SQ because SQ is the height of the triangle, correct? Right? Because right angle opposite side hypotenuse. So we have no any work with hypotenuse. We need base and we need height, correct? So we can't find SQR directly. So what I'll write? We know that from Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square SQ square is equals to base square PQ square plus SP square. Okay, so now I'll write 12 square plus 9 square, right? So answer 144 plus 81, answer 225. This is SQ whole square is equals to, right? So if you remove the square, then we'll get square root. So SQ is equals to, we'll write 15 centimeters, correct? Right. So now area of a triangle SQR is equals to half into QR into SQ, right? So here I'll simplify. So half into QR, 8 into this one we got it as 15, right? 15. So 2 4s are, so 15 4s are 60 centimeter square, right? Right. So what I write now? So therefore area of PQR is equals to, first answer we got it as 54 centimeter square plus 60 centimeter square, correct? So overall we will get it as 114 centimeter square. That is area of PQRS, right? Right. The third question. Yeah, the third question is, okay, so simple, area of ABCD is equals to area of ADCE plus area of triangle BEC, right? Now look at, it is a rectangle, right? So rectangle opposite sides are equal, so here 8 only, correct? So area of rectangle formula, length into breadth, correct? Right. So simply now area of a triangle ADCE, that is equal to length into breadth. So hash from diagram will write AD into AE, correct? So we'll write 8 into 3, so 24 centimeter square. 8 3 is 24. Area of triangle BEC, right? Right. So formula half into base EC and height BE, correct? So as we know, base already we know 8 because rectangle opposite sides are equal, and BE has very clear 3, correct? So half into 8 into 3, correct? 2 ones are 2 fours are. Answer 12 centimeter square. So therefore area of ABCD, that is equals to ADCE area. ADCE area we know 24 centimeter square, and BEC is equals to 12 centimeter square. 36 centimeter square. Am I right? Right. It's very clear. Yeah. So third question is ABCD is a parallelogram. Then prove that. Area of AOD is equals to area of BOC. Yeah. Oh, yes. So we have to show these two areas are equal. So we'll write we have to show area of AOD is equals to area of BOC. Okay. So ABCD is a parallelogram. So simple we'll write in a parallelogram, diagonals bisects each other. I hope bisects each other in the sense we'll write OA is equal to OC and OB is equals to OD. That means these two sides are equal, and this one is equal. Okay. So now in triangle AOD, triangle BOC, AO is equals to BO because it's a side, and angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. It's an angle. Okay, because vertical opposite angles are equal, correct? So we'll write here OD is equal to OC. It is also side because already I said diagonals are bisects each other. Yes, so we'll write by yes rule triangle AOD congruent to triangle BOC. If you, what is congruence? Congruence is nothing but the areas, the figures should have a same size and same shape. If you decided the each and every part of the figures are same, then automatically the areas which are inside interior, they is also equal. So simple, the congruent figures has a equal area. So therefore we'll write area of triangle AOD is equals to area of triangle BOC. Right. Thank you. Have a nice day, children.